you have all these areas where everything that's left on the roof is stuck to the roof good, you can go ahead and power wash and add the Sure Clean soap to scrub all the residue off. Once the dirt and debris it's been scraped, then we'll power wash this area just to get all the light dust. So once all the loose debris and the dust is off of it, we apply the Sure Clean soap. Do it so we can scrub all the oils and any of the chemicals out of the base, and then we'll just scrub it a little bit with one of the push brooms. Again, we're just trying to get the oils and anything that'll keep the material from sticking off of there. So just a light scrubbing in an area like this, because there's no grease from restaurant equipment or industrial chemicals or grease or lubricants up here. So this soap works really good, and a little bit of it goes a long way. Once it's scrubbed, you can rinse those areas off. If you have large areas like this, you can use an attachment for the pressure washer that has 3 or 4 nozzles in it. It will clean the surface a lot quicker. Generally, an area like this, an 8-foot, about a probably 6-foot ponded area with an 8-foot repair will take a 2-man crew about 30 minutes from start to finish. By the time they get all the debris off, power wash it, scrub it, and then lay down the fabric and coat it next. Once the water has been, the soap's been rinsed off of there, if it's a repair we've got to do right away, if we don't have a lot of time to wait because we're not doing anything else except that repair, we'll use a sponge, like a tile grouting sponge or a masonry sponge, and we'll just absorb all the standing water that's on there, rinse it out in a bucket. And with direct sunlight like we have today, this area will be dry enough to put the coating and the fabric on in about 10 minutes once the water has been absorbed. So now that the area has been cleaned and the sun's shining on it, so it's damp but it's not wet, we can go ahead and apply the coating. So the idea behind this is to put the coating down, and while the coating is still wet, to roll the fabric into it, embed it in there, and then put a top coat on the fabric. So this will sandwich the fabric into the coating and adhere it to the roof. And once it's adhered to the roof and this is cured for 2 or 3 days in good weather, it's like 5 times the strength of the pull rating standard. It's very, very tough to pull off. It adheres very well and can have multi-layers put on it if need be for if there's foot traffic or if there's a lot of wear and tear on this coat. This coating is very durable and adheres better than almost anything you can get your hands on at any price. So you see he's put the base in, now he's rolling the fabric out. This is a small area, but this is the same thing you would do on a full roof. And a crew that's familiar with this coating, that's used it a couple of times, can do anywhere between about 2,000 feet to 3,500 square feet of this a day, doing this just like this, depending on how much equipment's on the roof and how many obstacles are in the way, but it goes pretty quickly once you're familiar with how to use it. So as you can see, the coating is rolled in place. You're just forcing some of the coating through the fabric and then applying a top coat to it. So we'll end up doing overlapping repair here with coating on the top of both pieces. So once the fabric is embedded in that base coat, he rolled the fabric back up onto itself so he doesn't leave any holidays or voids. You don't want any bare spots in this. Kind of make sure it's fully adhered. It's very similar to coating a drywall joint, even, if you will. The fabric is put in there basically for reinforcing, so you don't have any failures with the coating. And as the roof continues to move every day, it gets walked on, and the equipment vibration keeps it from tearing or having any substrate failures. You can use basically any roller size with this. We use anywhere from 6-inch. We use 6-inch rollers to do some of the edges and the details. We use 9-inch rollers to do most everything else, unless we're on a really big, wide open